That hot weather creates problems for fires, and our assignment manager Mark Liu is live at the desk with details of this fire that's broken out in the Sepulveda Basin. Mark?
That's exactly right. This is just south of Van Nuys Airport. Sky Cow getting overhead. This looks like a homeless encampment fire, some kind of encampment down there that's burning. You can see no LA City fire units on scene yet, but it does look like there are a few people down there trying to fight it with just jugs of water or water bottles. That's not going to really do anything, certainly in this hot weather and the size of those flames right now. This is not recommended. LA City Fire, they're going to need to get in there. This is a wilderness area. It's on the western end of the Sepulveda recreation area. It's near the 101 and the 405 in the Encino area right now. This fire looks like it's been burning probably for about the last 15 to 20 minutes. There is going to be some access issues for LA City Fire, but they're going to get in there. Looking at the radar, Sky Cow's the only airship overhead right now. I do not see any firefighting aircraft, but there are some from nearby airports that could get here pretty quickly. Looks like light brush, light fuel, grass burning there, short flame lengths, but there is vegetation all around through this area. You can see this ring of trees that goes right through the Sepulveda Dam recreation area, and that could all catch. That's the LA River going right through there. This area is designed to flood during heavy rainfall. That's why you see a lot of flat land here in the Sepulveda Basin. But no structures certainly threatened right now, except, of course, that homeless encampment that's there. Yeah, it's the Orange Line busway that's going right through there. You can see Sky Cow put up that map. But right now, this fire is burning out of control right now. About 2 acres looks like, as firefighters are trying to get on scene here. They're getting multiple 911 calls now from people on the 405 and the 101 that can see the flames and the smoke coming up through this area. No reports of any injuries, but we do see, Amy, down there, there are some people probably from that camp that are trying in vain to put this fire out on their own.
Yeah, they're going to need a lot more water than that, Mark. Okay, we'll, of course, stay on top of this one and bring you updates as we get them. We're watching as this one person is running towards the fire. Certainly a dangerous situation, as you mentioned, Mark, because there's really not much that one person can do. We see him using some kind of material to swat at those flames, but it doesn't seem to be doing much good, unfortunately, at this point.
Yeah, and it looks like he's got a pair of machetes. Actually, wasn't sure what this guy was going to do with those, but it looks like he's trying to cut down some of the brush. Again, not recommended to do this. These flames can rapidly move out of control. They can move fast with light, flashy fuel like this. It's better left for professionals, especially since there's really no structures in danger at this point. So approaching this fire on your own, if you're not a trained firefighter, not a good idea. These flames, even though they may not look like they're raging as large as we've seen other fires, they can still be very, very dangerous. So that they ask everyone in this area to just stay back and wait for firefighters to arrive. They will get there. They're probably just having some access issues, but you can see right here this thick black smoke coming up. There's certainly more than just wood and vegetation burning. That's definitely encampment. You could have plastics. Sometimes there's fuel or aerosol cans or other things like that. We apologize for Sky Cow. They're making a move with the camera right here as they try to reposition to get a better look at this. But there you now see it. That's what Sky Cow was looking for, the first LA City fire engine coming in here. They may be able to get this out or at least slow down with just this first engine. They do carry water on board these engines, so they're going to hop out. There's probably 4, 5, 6 firefighters perhaps on this fire truck, possibly just 4, and they're going to start this fire attack. If they need more resources, they will call for one of the LA City water dropping helicopters to come on station. Could be one of those AW139s, drops about 700 to 1,000 gallons of water. They could pick up water anywhere just to the south here in the Encino areas, the Encino Reservoir. They could get water if they needed from there. But this is now going to be a ground operation at first as LA City firefighters get on scene.
Absolutely, and we were watching even as some of these folks down here, Mark, were trying to push some sand, just some dirt on those flames. It looks like they're trying to protect that area there on the other side where you see that encampment. These folks might, in fact, be from that area, and they're trying to keep the fire from actually spreading back over into this area. We see it as very close. It looks like there's that, you can see the person right there behind that palm throwing some dirt on those flames, just really desperately trying to do all that they can to help in this firefight. But of course, the best sign was seeing that fire truck arrive there, and we're waiting and watching to see exactly, let's see here, Sky Cow's
There's that
pulling
fire
out a
truck.
little bit. There it is. There's that truck making its way to this area to help in this firefight. And I'm sure just seeing that truck is a relief to those folks that are down there who are trying to do all that they can to put out this fire from that dirt. We saw them using that machete. We saw someone throwing water. Desperate attempts there, Mark, to get this fire out.
Yeah, so we're getting some more information. This is hot, dusty, dry conditions. You can see now multiple palm trees on fire here. This is going to present a problem. They're going to need more than one engine to put this all out. A spokesperson from LA City Fire said that the call came in at about 12:15. So that's just about 12 minutes ago. It was actually called in by a park ranger who spotted it. That they may have called it in on the radio, very quickly was transferred to LA City Fire in order to get a fire truck there. And that's where we're at with this. LA City Fire does know about this. You can see that one unit down there is responding. There's not really probably going to be any sort of fire hydrant accessibility here. So this may end up being a water dropping issue if these first arriving firefighters on station just don't have enough water on that single truck to handle it all.
Yeah, right now the good thing is there's not a lot of wind out there, but we do know there is a lot of heat, and as you mentioned, probably no hydrants right there. So we're hoping that they are bringing in some water, but hopefully they can get all the resources that they need on this fire as quickly as possible. As you were mentioning, Mark, there aren't really any homes right in this nearby area, but we do know that there is a little makeshift camp in the area, and some of those folks perhaps were the ones that were trying to put out this fire with water and with that sand that they were using. But it looks like these palms, fortunately, they went up quick, but it seems like they're almost, some of them, putting themselves out here. We don't have big flames from those palms like we saw just a moment ago. Yeah,
those palm trees, they go up sort of like Roman candles, they say. There's an expression. They'll burn very bright and hot, especially if those palm fronds at the top are dry. Many times if they haven't been trimmed, which is hard to do. If they get really thick, they can be very dangerous. You need to keep those palm fronds trimmed if you have a palm tree at or near your property. But they burn really, really hot. They're very dry. And certainly on a day like this, the conditions are very dry. You can see it's just brown grass down there. The good news, it doesn't create very tall flame lengths. That's the good news. The bad news is it moves fast. The fire moves really fast through this area as it consumes that dry grass very, very quickly, and you can see how this fire is spreading, seeing a combination of both white and black smoke. There's certainly other things in that camp other than vegetation that's burning. As I said, could be plastics, could be fabrics that are down there. We saw a couple of tents, but yeah, right there, very intense flames in that thicket of palm trees and other brush down there. That's going to burn very, very hot for a little while, and it's going to continue to spread all along that strip of trees until firefighters can start to get a handle on this. I'm trying to get a better look and see just how close to other buildings this is. Okay, yeah, this is the very western end of the Sepulveda Basin. There's right on the other side, right down there, you can see those baseball fields. That's a park down there. It's mostly a collection of baseball fields. And then there's a parking structure, a parking lot over there for some kind of a very large business. But right now, we don't have any information that that park with all those baseball fields is occupied or if it's being evacuated or not. But that right there, you can see it's now spread, getting very close to that parking lot there. It's unclear if it's going to be able to jump through that fence or not. It looks like there's a lot of concrete on that side, so we're probably going to be okay. But this entire row of vegetation on that opposite side of the Orange Line busway, Amy, is in danger of catching now.
Yeah, and Mark, when you first started talking, we were seeing a look there where it looked like there were a couple of people getting out of that area on bicycles. We know that there was a little homeless encampment in this area. We just hope that everyone that was in that area, we see a couple of those people now, and a few of them that have been trying to help in this firefight, but it looks like they're all trying to do what they can to get out of there, and we hope that everyone gets out safely. But we see someone throwing water on the fire. They're trying to protect their items in this area. You see someone else, it looks like with a shovel, trying to do some digging. So, we hope that they're all safe. We, can certainly understand why they're trying all that they can to help in putting out this fire, but certainly dangerous for them to be there in this area, continuing to stay in the area to work on this fire. And from this vantage point, you can't see that fire truck, but there is one there. And it does look like we're seeing a little more smoke, but less flames at this point.
Yeah, so the other thing I just wanted to mention real quick, that large parking lot that we saw there with the fence, the chain link fence, that's an Army National Guard station there. So they're probably going to be okay. But yeah, chopper is now departing here the scene for possible pursuit. We're going to keep you updated on that. But LA City Fire continuing to work on that fire. We'll keep you updated on that as well here from the desk.
All right, Mark, thank you. And